wanted to look as gorgeous as the cast of Strictly, pay very close attention for the first time this series. It's time to meet the Glam Squad.
Hi, I'm Lisa Armstrong, the makeup designer on Strictly.
And I'm Lisa Davey, I'm the hair supervisor on Strictly.
And we're here together to show you how to create your favourite looks at home with ease. The look we're going to create today is a look for special occasions. One of the questions I get asked most frequently is how to do a lovely brown smoky eye. So our lovely model here, Amy, has been prepped. We just have some base, some blush and eyebrows groomed. So we're going to start off with the nude base colour and always tap onto the back of the hand just so you don't overload to start with. Less is more, you can always add. So you just literally sweep over the lid of the eye. You keep everything nice and soft and blended. As you can see, I'm not going too high. I'm just going along the lash line here and up over the lid, not above the crease line. Okay, so we go into a darker colour. Now this is going to be on the outer corner of the eye and up into the crease of the eye. And it's right in there. So you never want to go higher than that socket line. Put the colour all across the outer corner, blending into the lighter colour that we just put on. We don't want to see any lines, you see. And the third colour will be the darker of the colours. Again, follow the lines, get in there and really smoke it out. If you want to go for a more full-on look, you would then take the smoke underneath and then just join them together, making sure there's no gaps on the outer corner of the eye. Okay, so we're just going to finish off with lashings of black mascara. Get the brush right into the tip of the lash, give it a little wiggle and pull it right up. It really brings out the eyes. Okay, so to finish our look, we're going to go for a nice hot red lip. Make sure the lips are nice and dry. You don't want it slip sliding everywhere, and especially on your teeth. Line of the lips always helps to keep the lipstick in place. And obviously, please don't go over the edges. It's not a good look. Okay, so make sure you fill the whole of the lip in. One other top tip that we normally use on Strictly is we take a little tiny bit of our highlighter and then you just tap it on the bow of the lip. And there you have your perfect smoky eye. And now it's onto the hair.
Okay, so for a special occasion, we thought we'd take the hair up. Braids are really popular, but they're quite hard to do on yourself. So I'm going to do a twist, which is just 2 pieces of hair. You might want to practice on somebody else first to make it a little bit easier. If you just take a piece of hair at the front, and you're going to take it into 2 pieces. And then you just cross over the first piece, and the piece that's underneath, you just take another piece of hair in with it, like that. And again, you just cross it. So it's always 2 pieces. Carry on all the way round, keeping it nice and tight.
So you cross it on the top?
Yep, you cross it over the top. And it's really effective. You just grab that in tightly like that, and then you band that there. Now this is the first side done, and you do exactly the same on the other. Okay, so we've twisted both sides and we've joined the bottom into a ponytail. I'm now going to twist these 2 pieces together. I'm going to put a tiny little band in the bottom here, and then I'm going to get this little bottle of mattifying powder, which a lot of you have probably used before. I'm just going to sprinkle that on like so.
It's quite a lot, isn't it?
Yeah, but if you rub it into the hair, it gives it a lot more texture, so it's easier for you to work with. And then just roll it in like that, and then you just pin the shape in. I'm going to be my little helper that you're comfortable with.
Oh, I've dropped one,
That's
sorry.
okay. Useless helper. Because Amy's young, I'm going to keep this young and fresh. So I'm going to use the same powder, and then you can just gently pull the hair out, and it just gives it a bit more of an edge. And that's an easy way of doing a really impressive, simple updo for a special occasion.
Thank you, Lisa, head of hair, and Lisa, head of face, and Amy, our model. Next up is a couple that went all the way to Brazil for their fruity samba. Or was it Benidorm? Either way, we can't get enough of them. It's Simon and Karen.
It was a little bit more Benidorm than Brazil.
That was almost a pure, basic samba, but you made some mistakes.
I thought you had great potential at the beginning, and then all went rather wrong. But a lovely try. Well done.
It's Samba, Simon and Karen. Seriously, I have to keep watching that again and again and again. It was glorious. I mean, it was completely bananas. How much fun did you have at the Copa?
The most fun so far. I absolutely loved it. I mean, the training for it, we had a laugh all week, and I made you laugh with my sexy.
You did?
And,
yes,
you know,
sorry.
That was kind of the peak of it, really. I just went for it, you know, and I made a mistake at the end. You know what, but the performance I loved. I loved every second of it.
You really did, and I thought that was really infectious across the floor. And I love Karen, when there was a little bit of a mistake, Karen going, look at me, hold on to me, come on, look in those eyes. Yeah. It can be scary.
She's terrifying. She's
I had to really, like, stop him, like, stop! Get yourself together!
And now, and go. Yeah. I think we were all doing that with you, actually, watching at home. I mean, Bruno said sort of more Benidorm than Brazil, but people love Benidorm. That's what the people want. We can't
I've had some good nights
Brazil.
in Benidorm. You know, let's face it. You're never going to have a bad time in Benidorm.
You can tell from that, actually, watching that as well. And you must have done something right, because in the results show, I mean, it was incredible. Your faces were an absolute picture. Let's remind ourselves. I mean, surprised much? It's hot. Look at that. Like, probably like, what? I can't breathe. Were you convinced it was dance-off time for you?
I think so. I mean, you know, we were bottom two, and, you know, the judges kind of picked up on the mistake. You sort of think, yeah, I think we deserve to be in the bottom two, because I kind of messed up at the end. So when, you know, a massive thank you to everyone that voted for us. So we didn't have a dance-off. It was brilliant. It was one of my favourite moments.
I don't know, I think I was daydreaming, like, what am I going to have for dinner? And then they call that name, like, steak!
It is. You're so excited. Had you prepped your best Ricky Martin, you know, to do an encore at that point? Or had you sort of...
I spent the whole of last week, Zoe, just being Ricky Martin. You know, I felt there wasn't a moment when I was making a cup of coffee, when I was kind of getting changed, I was swivelling my hips on a regular basis, as Karen will testify.
It's infectious. I mean, he hasn't stopped.
Yeah.
He hasn't stopped.
I know. How are you going to get him out of that this week?
I won't.
Who knows? And so much love on the interweb. I mean, people are going crackers for you. This is a lovely message from Martin Stegel, who called your dance absolute quality and said, just give Simon Rimmer the glitter ball now and be done with it. Thank you very much. Martin, you see, so much love. And getting so much joy from seeing Tim Lovejoy, your telly husband, there watching you, and his little face as you parade past him is quite a picture.
He has just been so supportive. I've never seen Tim so excited. You know, Tim's quite demure. Yeah. He doesn't like to show his emotions very often. He is loving Strictly. He's loving it as much as I am.
He's actually started a campaign to get you to Blackpool.
Yeah.
Does he have more faith in you at this moment than Karen does?
Yes. Yeah, I can take you to Blackpool anytime. Anytime.
Yeah,
we can go tonight.
OK. By the way, so Karen, you got to go to Sunday brunch.
Yes.
Did you behave yourself around all that food?
I ate everything. Everything.
It's ridiculous.
I mean, it was... I knew I was in the right place. Once I walked in, I just smelled food, and I was like, I'm in heaven.
You're doing a Charleston this weekend. It's such a great tune. It's fit as a fiddle from Singing in the Rain. Let's hear it.
Fit as a fiddle, ready for love. I can jump over the moon up above.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Such a great moment in the film. Gene Kelly, Donald O'Connor. How do you feel about sort of taking on a Gene Kelly role?
Well, you know, I think I'm probably very similar to him. People quite often mistake me for him. You know, the way in which I move, the way in which I can't. I mean, he's the guy that's the lead singer from Kiss, isn't he? With the makeup and the long spiky hair. Yeah.
I know, that mistake is so easy to make. Will you have fiddles? And
we do have fiddles.
Yes.
We'll be fiddling with the fiddles.
It's a dream.
It should be very entertaining and exhausting. I'm just going to put it out there.
It is going to be exhausting, isn't it? 19 points, 3 weeks in a row. Not managed to get a 7 yet. Could this be the one? Could it?
Yeah, I'm just going to say we're very consistent. Okay? And we're going to keep being consistent. And I think this might be the lucky 7. That's why I have it tattooed. Lucky number 7!
Never noticed that before. We've got everything crossed. The other amazing thing about you is, you know, seeing how far you've come this. In the very beginning, when you took this on, you were saying how your daughter was quite embarrassed by your potential dad dancing on the show, to the point where she almost changed her surname. Yeah. Today, she is here supporting in the studio, straight out of witness protection. It's Flo! Flo, welcome. welcome to the show. I just have to say, are you surprised, pleasantly so, how well your dad has done?
Do you know what? I'm going to say I was wrong. I thought he wasn't going to be very good, but I'm so impressed with him every single week.
Can he get to Blackpool?
Yes, definitely. And you've got Tim behind you as well. Get Rimmer to Blackpool. Hashtag get Rimmer to Blackpool.
There we go. It's a beautiful thing, a father and daughter. And Cameron, good luck with the Charleston this week. Flo, thanks for coming on. Simon and Karen has that's all we have time for tonight, but worry not, we'll be back here tomorrow at 6:30, getting all the gossip from Alexandra and Gorka, Debbie and Giovanni, and Brian and Amy. Plus, Ian Waite will be casting his eye over our couples' routines. Good night.